Now we're going to move on to the strengthening portion of the booklet. For the strengthening portion, you should do these 3 times a week. We're going to start off with the bridging component of the strengthening. The position we get in is lying on the back with the knees bent, and we tighten our belly muscles to bring the belly button toward the spine, activating the transverse abdominis as we talked about before. At the start of the motion, we're going to squeeze the buttock and raise your hips off the floor to create a bridge shape with your body. We're going to hold each repetition for 5 seconds and then lower back down. We're going to start off with 10 repetitions, and as this gets easier for you, you can gradually work up to 30 times after taking a break after each 10 repetitions. Now that you're in the position, let's get started. Again, use those cues, bring the belly button towards the spine, squeeze the buttock and raise your hip up off the floor and create that bridge shape. When you're in this position, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Same thing, bring the belly button towards the spine, squeeze the buttock, raise the hip off the floor, create a bridge shape, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Okay, same thing. Raise your buttock off the floor, create that bridge shape with your body, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Okay, up again. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Okay, come up again. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Remember to maintain normal breathing and keep that transverse abdominis engaged by tucking your belly button towards your spine. Let's go up again. We have 5 left. Hold this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Okay, come up again. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. 3 left. Come up again, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Come up again, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back down. Last one here. Okay, come up, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Good job. So the next exercise we're going to perform is called the clamshell. We do this one in side lying. So while lying on your side with your knees bent and together, tighten your belly muscles. Think about bringing your belly button closer to your spine as we talked about before. From here, we raise your top knee upwards while keeping your feet in contact the entire time as shown in the picture and in the video. We have to lower back down and repeat. And we're going to repeat this on both sides for 10 repetitions. And just like the last exercise for bridging, you can progress to 30 times while taking a break after 10. So we're going up quite slowly and down quite slowly. So we're going to do 10 repetitions on the right side first, and then we're going to do 10 repetitions on the left side next. So follow along in the video. Next, we're going to do a double heel raise in the standing position. So while standing with the support of a chair or a counter, raise up on your tippy toes as you lift your heels off the ground. Again, think about bringing your belly button closer to your spine to activate that transverse abdominis. We're going to start with 10 repetitions and progress slowly to 30 times, taking a break after each 10. We always want to think of a neutral spine with this exercise, so we don't want to do any excessive bending through the back as we're performing this exercise. So you can follow along with me in the video and do them with me. Again, just like the clamshell, we're going to use about a 4-second count as one repetition. So we want to go up slowly and down slowly. So about 2 seconds up and 2 seconds down to make a nice slow and controlled motion to make sure we're engaging the correct muscles. Okay, so follow along with me now. Next up, we're going to do marching in the chair. So we're going to sit on a high back chair and sit with a straight back and your belly button closer to your spine as we were talking about before. The chest is facing forward. Keep the neutral spine and keep the belly button tucked as you lift your foot off the floor. We're going to hold for 2 seconds and alternate each leg slowly 10 times. Again, we gradually increase to 30 on each leg as the muscles in your core get stronger. But for now, we're going to stick to 10 and you can increase as you please. So let's begin. Now that you're in the position and your core is engaged, your belly button is sucked towards your spine, you're going to lift up your right leg and hold for a count of 1, 2, and back down. Then you're going to lift up your left leg and hold for a count of 1, 2, and back down. We're going to do this 9 more times on each side, and you can follow along with me in the video. Next, we're going to do sit to stand. So we're going to be sitting in a chair and then standing up from the chair, followed by sitting back down. So start by scooting close to the front edge of the chair. This will make the movement a little bit easier. Next, tighten your belly muscles and move your belly button closer to your spine to activate the transverse abdominis. Lean forward from the hips, not the back, and reach forward with your arms as shown in the video and on the picture in your booklet, and stand up slowly. Once we're at the top, we slowly sit down. We're going to start with 10 repetitions and again progress to 30 as you get better with this motion. It should be noted that you should only use your hands to stand up if you are going to lose your balance or if you are unable to stand without support. For safety, place the back of the chair against the wall so the chair doesn't move. If you experience lightheadedness when you stand, please discontinue this exercise or move much slower. So now that you're in the position, you can follow along with me in the video. We're going to start by keeping your feet pointed at 12 o'clock. Stand up with or without the use of your hands, whichever you find comfortable right now, and then sit back down. We're going to repeat this 9 more times. The next exercise we are going to do is standing on one leg. So we need to stand tall with a neutral spine, as talked about before and in the booklet, and think about bringing your belly button closer to your spine. Keep your eyes facing forward and bend one leg. You can use a chair in front of you for support if needed. We're going to start with holding for 10 seconds with 5 repeats on each leg. We can then eventually progress, as you get better with this motion, to 20 seconds and 5 repeats on each leg. If you need to use your hands for support, we're going to progress to not using your hands for support as you get better with this exercise. So you can then progress further into next levels, which I'll show in the video, and then you can come back, review the video when you feel ready, and you can do the exercise with these cues. The first one are the arms across the chest. The second one is when your head is turning from side to side, so you're looking over each shoulder. The third one is eyes closed. This one is the most difficult, so you should please stay close to a stable surface if there are any concerns about falling. For safety, stand by a stable surface or always have someone with you if you have balance issues. So, now that you know how to do this exercise, follow along with me in the video. We're going to start on our right leg. So lift the left leg off the ground and hold this position for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Now we're going to switch legs and repeat this 5 times total on each leg. So you can now follow along with me in the video. So the final exercise in this strengthening session is a step up and step down. So we start by standing in front of a step with both feet flat on the floor. We're standing with a neutral spine with nice tall posture. We're going to step forward and step up on the step with the right leg, and then the left, and then down with the left, and then down with the right. We're going to repeat this 10 times in this sequence, and then 10 times in the sequence where we go up with our left leg first, and then our right leg, down with the right leg, and then the left, as shown on the video. It's very important during this movement to avoid bending forward at the trunk as you step up, and to also keep your belly button pulled in towards your spine throughout to keep the transverse abdominis engaged. We're going to repeat 10 times on each leg, and you may need something to hold on to for balance support if needed. Now that you know how to do the exercise, you're going to follow along with me in the video. Again, it's important that before we start this motion, we need to keep the belly button pulled in towards the spine to activate the transverse abdominis as we talked about before. So let's start by stepping up with the right leg, and then the left, and then down with the left, and then the right. We're going to continue this sequence 10 times. So you can follow along with me in the video. Next, we're going to switch the sequence. So now we're going to go up with the left leg, and then the right, and then down with the right, followed by the left. We're going to complete this sequence 10 times, and you can follow along with me in the video.